you're right. That makes more
And
sense.
then solo view the camera, and you should be good.
Nice. Cool. There we go. That should be good. Thanks,
All right.
Mark. All right, this is usually Mark's domain, guys, if you can't figure that one out.
All right, Morgan
But
said
I'm
we're
assuming
back.
you can
All
hear
right,
us
cool.
now.
Cool.
Yeah,
Oh,
we had to.
man, you
Mark,
missed all the good stuff.
yeah.
too.
All right. Thanks for
Already.
tuning in, guys. We'll see you
Jeez.
next week.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is the morning brick. You know, you didn't hear that the first time because we were muted, but it's because Mark didn't share all the information. I'll blame him. But we're gonna talk about all the news rumors that came out this week. There's a lot of rumors, some good pictures, and a lot of drops that just came out because it's August now. So we'll start it off with our Lego weeks. Chris, what was your Lego week like? What did you do with Lego this week?
I like to bring Lego home and play with it.
There you go.
I brought home about 50 of these sets. I showed it on the tour stream last night. Is that what it's called, a tour stream?
Oh, yeah, live stream tour
Something
stream.
like that.
Yeah. And inventory these, and now I'm working on packaging them up so that we
Awesome.
can put them out as like museum pieces.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
look, it's only
Yeah.
75 cents.
It's so cool.
Yeah,
and then
so cheap.
and then there's this, a lot of this size as well.
That's
And
cool.
These are from the 1950s.
Yeah, these are. I mean, that set number is
Yeah.
400.
Your mama's mama would have played with
That's
these.
crazy. Wow,
Yeah.
that sounds
Yeah.
about right.
Yeah, that's really cool.
All right, Jacob, how was your Lego week?
My Lego week was pretty uneventful, actually.
No, yeah, fair enough.
I didn't do anything. It's pretty sad.
You didn't do anything.
No, I
What?
didn't.
You
No.
didn't do anything with Lego.
Did you watch a movie that was Lego related?
No,
The Barbie movie?
no, I haven't.
How's that Lego really?
Well, she's made out of plastic.
I don't. Is it ABS though?
Loosely.
No.
No, that's not saying
Loose
that.
connection.
This is big news though. They're gonna stop making Barbie dolls out of plastic.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Interesting. What
The
do they
end of an
make them
era.
in glass?
Out of recycled plastic, maybe? I don't know,
Oh.
but they're
Interesting.
So just-
stopping normal plastic.
Well, there you go. Big news. Not Lego related, but it's news. My Lego week was just building. I finished building the Disney Castle yesterday, the new one, and it's a great set. I would
Nice.
recommend it. All right, so we've got Morgan, we've got Grant Kelly, Duder Bricks, Fat Daddy Bricks, T Valkyrie, Grumpy J, Ben, Warden Forces. We got a lot of people in the chat right now.
Mark
Chris Dodson.
Mark said he made it, so that means
Oh,
he must
good.
have made it to Virginia.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep.
Mark survived.
Good, I'm
Congrats,
glad.
Mark. We're glad you're alive.
I know Vogan and Joey are on their way to Virginia.
There you go.
And they laid over last night in Charlotte.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. And they're gonna get there today and get the booth set up.
Yeah.
Nice.
That'll be fun, but I'm glad we're here and not there. But because they're there, we're, this is a skeleton crew a little bit because they took Garrett, Daniel, Steven, Mark. They all just left.
Everybody.
So we're doing the morning brick here. Jacob, have you ever been on the morning
I have
brick?
not been on the morning break before.
Wow,
No.
so this is Jacob's first morning brick, y'all. This is pretty special.
Jacob doesn't usually wake up till noon.
That's right.
He's
No.
a college
he sleeps
kid.
in. Yeah.
Yeah.
All
That
right.
happens a lot.
Let's get started on the news today. Jacob, what's your favorite thing that came out? What do you want to talk about first?
Honestly, there's a lot of cool Star Wars stuff.
There's a
that I
ton.
saw.
Yeah,
So we can start there.
All right.
Or we can talk about the Marvel figures.
that's true. Let's start with the Star Wars because we have a few pictures we can throw up. The first big release was this. We actually got non-blurry pictures of the Coruscant Guard gunship.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
Exactly. I was
it's-
say that's what's y'all's thoughts on this?
It's awesome. I mean, you got Palpatine. They even put Palpatine in there.
Yeah, I mean, look, there
And
you
it's
go.
a cool Palpatine too.
Yeah, he's got the printed skirt piece, the Padme from the Clone Wars style.
Yeah.
Then obviously, the Phase 2 Fox is a great fig, and 2 Shock Troopers. And, it's a lot of people are saying it's small, but I think it's actually more minifigure scale.
Are those shock troopers very different from the other ones that were in that Coruscant gunship?
Not extremely, they just have like the updated print. They don't have the red arms and then the helmet holes that everyone tends to hate.
Yeah, no, that's great stuff though. I think they did a good job.
And what's the price point on
This
that?
is 140. So it's, I think, 1083. Yeah, 1083 pieces for 140. which
That's gonna-
is about right.
It's gonna sell like the ATTE.
Exactly.
That ATTE is still selling. Like,
Yeah, it's such a good set.
And I think this is gonna be bigger than the ATTE.
Yeah, I agree. I think this is awesome. You know, anytime we get a commander in Phase 2, everyone jumps all over it. That's why the ATTE is so good as Phase 2 Cody.
That's true. That's very true.
At first, some people thought it was red, I think, when we got the blurry pictures, but it's actually mostly dark red, which is a great color, and I think that's a good use of that.
Yeah, I still think, my opinion, I think it looks like dark red.
Yeah,
But-
I definitely think it is dark red. I don't think that's red.
Mm-mm.
We weren't sure at first, but, I mean, if you look at
Yeah,
Fox
because
compared to it...
I think Fox is actually red.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I think this is a great set. Great minifigs lineup there. A lot of Star Wars fans obviously complain about this. Let's see what the chat's saying about it. It looks teeny compared to the older one. It is slightly scaled down,
Mm-hmm.
but I think it makes it more minifigure scale. Yep. Grumpy said buying it, so there you go.
Yeah.
Fazoom said he wants a ship where the figs can sit up straight. But I mean, think about it. Who drives in their car like this? Now there are some people that do.
And they just
But
look
like,
weird.
I know Jacob drives his Mustang.
And he's all low right.
He's got a red
Yeah.
Mustang, and he sits there and drives it like this, and that's how Lego minifigures quite often will sit in a.
I mean,
in a
Chris
ship.
isn't wrong.
So it's just realistic.
Yeah,
It's all
I don't.
facts.
That's not a that is not a big deal to me at all. I don't really care if they fit in the cockpit. They fit. I mean, he doesn't look like he's sitting like all the way back. It is interesting that in the picture they put Fox in the cockpit as a pilot,
Yeah.
but that's Lego for you. The figs are really good. Presume maybe their seats lower is what Grumpy said.
They're reclining.
What's
Yeah.
wrong with Fox piloting the?
It just
or
isn't something he would
co-piloting
probably
the
do.
Gunship. I mean, if you think about it, the Jedi's are generals.
Yeah,
And they pilot their own.
fair
ships.
enough. Fair enough. Wow, Henry the Horse does not like this set. He said, looks lame. Lego should stop with Star Wars, but they never will since noobs and dumb collectors buy them. That's aggressive, Henry the Horse. And Morgan just said, dude.
They dupe me. I mean, I'll buy this. in a
Yeah.
heartbeat.
I think this is
Yeah,
great.
Yeah, that's a hot take.
Star Wars makes too much money to stop now, is what Mark said.
Mark
yeah, I
is-
mean, they can upcharge a little bit.
Mark is right.
It's
Mark
not a
is
bad
right.
price point. The Justifier, that was a bad price point. This
that
is
was
a lot better and
Honestly,
a better set, too.
Sets like this are just overdue.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
They come out with the same sets over and over again, and here's something. You know, a
We've
gunship.
never gotten a gunship in
You know, a
this
mini
color.
figure scale gunship we haven't seen in a while, let
Mhm.
alone a dark red one.
Yeah.
It's just awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard people say that, oh man, why'd they remake it? But people are always asking for a different style of gunship.
That's about what we hear all the time.
Yeah, I
is
mean,
we want
if it's
these
not the one you
specific
wanted,
sets. Yeah.
It's a great faction. I think it's good. Yeah, I don't see a reason to complain about this one. Let's take it back off you.
So, I guess Daniel, Garrett, Mark, and Steven are all up in Virginia.
Yes.
And who knows what's going to happen this week at Brick Fair, Virginia, because Virginia is
It's
for
for
lovers.
lovers.
Yeah.
So
True.
you never know. You never know. One of them might not come back.
Yeah. Somebody might meet somebody.
There you go.
Yeah. We should take a bet on who it is.
Morgan said, I guess I'm a dumb noob because he's going to buy the set. There you go.
Yep.
Duderbrick said, Chris, are you really going to buy it? No, he won't. But
Actually, I probably will buy it. I'll
Because
probably
it'll-
buy
yeah.
hundreds of them over the
Yeah.
course of my lifetime.
there you go. It'll just be for the store. This is Chris's collection. He doesn't have a lot of personal collection because this is it. Mark said, you're our favorite dumb noob, Morgan. So now they're just rolling with it. Brick Mom VA is in the chat.
Hey there.
Hey.
Mark is LOLing at my Virginia joke.
Yep.
LOL at Virginia. No, there you go.
Daniel did buy this for me, by the way.
Flounder
Yes.
Collects said hello, hello. What's up, Flounder? And Corey said hi, Brick Mom, and gave the Daniel emoji.
So Flounder Collects is not a subscriber or
A member.
premium member.
You're not,
Kinda
Flounder.
I guess
Whoa.
Flounder just doesn't really care that much.
Wow, what's up with that? Did the guard gunships not have bubble gunners on the wings? I probably not. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. Not all the gunships did have the bubble gunners, so that one might be one of them. Or they just, because they scaled it down, they didn't add them.
Yeah.
But they gave you stud shooters, so that everyone wants that.
It's probably because it's scaled down.
Brick Mom said, "Why aren't you in VA to Corey?" And he said, "Gotta buy a house." Plump Daddy's in the chat. We always love Plump Daddy.
All right, Flounder's
All
defense,
right.
he
My work
did say
account
his work
is
account
there. You go.
Is
I need to join.
That's a reasonable.
All right,
Yeah.
he had a good answer to it.
Bruno
there you
is
go.
asking a good question. When will Orlando Brick Co. open?
Yep.
And it's all up to Flounder, really. I saw a video that they're getting ready to release on YouTube with Flounder laying on the ground,
Oh wow,
laying on
so
the
busy.
floor at Orlando Brick Co. Not working.
Wow.
Wow.
That's shameful, Flounder.
And this is why Orlando Brick Co. is not open.
Unbelievable.
I really still want to just blame Joey on that one. I think it's Joey's fault.
Now we're looking at October 1st now, and it is all due to having to appease the city with certain build-out permits. We have to make changes to the space that they didn't want. So
Flounder said Joey's supervision. Yeah, blame him. Blame him.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Corey said Star Wars is the original space theme.
Ooh.
Watch out, Fazoom will get you on that one.
I don't know if I agree with that.
All right, what's the next piece of news we got here? Let's talk about the most exciting news we have today. It's another Star Wars set.
Wow. Can you believe that?
oh,
This
yeah.
is the holiday diorama. It's not a great picture. This is all we have right now. But this is the holiday diorama for $40. I think November 1st release. And it's part of the Millennium Falcon.
It's something.
It is. It is
a set.
Not pretty. It doesn't look much like a diorama. Where the base is all kind of disordered. It's not it's not a solid rectangle or anything. It doesn't have that base like I expected it to that all the other ones have.
The most exciting part about that set.
What, the pork?
turkey.
Oh, the turkey. I don't know. I kind of like that we got a Christmas sweater for Finn because we haven't got one of those before. I like that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I think Rey actually has her yellow lightsaber. Finally.
Yeah.
So Fazoom actually spotted it. That's not a turkey.
Is that a roasted pork?
It's
roasted
oh,
pork.
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
Chewie finally
That's
got
tough.
his wish.
That's real tough. Yeah, there you go. There's his comment.
It's pork is the other white meat.
Does
Mhm,
pork taste
mhm.
like chicken? Probably.
It
Maybe a little
probably
better.
does.
Maybe a little better. Chewie seems to like it. I mean, look, he's got a piece right there. And then the other pork's just like looking away. BB-8's trying to distract him.
Yeah, he's a little concerned.
Sam says, I wish they'd do something different with Chewie, but I think the Chewie they have now is the best one. So I don't think there's a reason to update him. Maybe if they'd give him a Christmas printing, that would be something, but
Do you know why they put him at the table eating?
because he did it in the movie.
No, because he's chewing.
Wow.
Oh, guys, that was funny. You gotta laugh
Yeah.
at that one. Dad jokes are alive and well.
Yep, so that set's
Yep.
real. Yeah.
Morgan said folks don't eat Wookiees because they are a little chewy. There you go. There's another one. Nice.
Henry
Good
the
job,
Horse
good
said,
job.
I might stop from commenting on this.
That's probably a good move.
No, we do want to hear what you have to say, though. I mean, honestly,
Yeah.
you don't have to fall in line
No.
and like the gunship. I mean,
No.
I could see you not liking the gunship because it's, well, I don't know. I can't
No,
find
I
anything
can't-
bad
I don't-
about it. but
Maybe
there's
this.
no Anakin in it? I don't know.
Nah, it's got Padme though.
It does have Padme. That's true.
I think Malachi was excited that Natalie Portman was coming in a set again yesterday.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Here is our Harry Potter set we have to talk about. And I know it's early for Christmas, but some people are already talking about it a lot, like my wife. This is the Harry Potter Advent Calendar for this year, and there's a couple exclusive figures. I didn't get a picture of those up, but there's a Dumbledore that I think has a new coloration of robes.
Yep.
I don't care much about Advent Calendars unless they have cool exclusive figs. What do you think?
No, I agree. I think they have had some good figures in the past for Advent calendars. It seems like they will again. I think the Dumbledore looked really good.
Yeah. This one seems more like Hogsmeade oriented, and obviously that's what the picture is in the background, and that's where they are in Harry Potter. But Advent calendars can have really cool side builds or just not cool ones. All the ones shown on the front of this are not cool. They're just super basic. A bench, a tree, a sign, a snowman, a fountain.
Yeah,
Nothing like a really cool, iconic feature from the movies.
that's true. But unfortunately, we are definitely not the target
No.
demographic for
Nope,
that.
not at all.
No.
So we're going to stop talking about that now. Bayou Bricks. Oh, that's a very good point. He said Gunship could go well with upcoming Grogu rescue set.
Yeah.
Which we haven't talked about yet, but since you mentioned it, we can mention
No,
that. That's one of the ones we have a rumor of. No pictures, obviously. These are all from next year. We got a ton of rumors of what the sets for next year will be. In Grogu's Escape, it's going to be a May set for $30, which comes with Grogu and the Jedi who rescued him. I forget
Jar
his
Jar.
name. Yeah, it's the actor for Jar Jar. And then like a speeder bike and a little side build. So it'll be a nice set, and
It'll
that
be a
would
good
look
set.
cool if you have the Coruscant guard ship. Just put some 501st in it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Grumpy said, my Phantom comes today. Thanks, ABC. Absolutely. That's okay. That's actually what I was wondering, Finnick. When I saw it, I thought for a second it could be Aberforth. That's cool. That's cooler than Dumbledore, actually, because we haven't got an Aberforth before. His brother from Part 2. That's cool. That's cool. I saw it and I thought it looked a little odd for Dumbledore. So I'm glad to hear that. Actually,
That's a very good catch. Nice.
Very cool. That makes it a little bit better. Might be worth buying the figure.
Let's see.
Mark says, Advent calendars, don't do it for me. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, Mark.
Well, in that case,
Yeah.
Mark, we'll talk about another Advent calendar for you. We've got the Marvel
Ooh.
Advent calendar. Now, this one I like better because I like Marvel. This has better exclusive figures. At
So-
least, I think it only has one exclusive figure. Got another picture here.
Is it a Christmas sweater Spider-Man?
It is, and I think that's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
And he's
What's
just got,
on the
like,
sweater?
I think it's just the spider symbol there. It looks like.
Yeah.
But this one has some fun builds as well. Like you've got the train from Captain America, the first Avenger.
Oh.
So that's neat with a little micro figure. All these other figures, the Okoye, the Iron Man, and the Cap. We've gotten these figures. They're not exclusive. The bunny is one that is interesting because the only time I've seen a bunny in Marvel is the ugly bunny from Ant-Man.
Really?
Remember the bunny that he gives his dog?
Yeah.
He's so ugly, I love him. I think that's what that's a reference to, which is quite funny. But no, not a bad Advent calendar. It's just, again, it's just an Advent calendar. It's not the
Definitely
biggest
an
fan.
Advent calendar.
You know, the Marvel Christmas Advent calendar figures from last year have appreciated
Those,
pretty well.
Yeah.
I think that one,
Yeah.
the
Surprising.
Guardians one, that was
That's
one
a
of the
good
better
one.
ones, especially the Drax. Mark said no about the other Advent calendar. Yeah, that's right. Sam
Sorry,
said,
Mark.
Mark, what about a
Sorry.
Friends Advent calendar? There you go. If we had to choose one theme to remove, I'd pick Marvel. Wow, Corey.
Wow.
That's hurtful. I think trains. We should get rid of trains. Those are different, Sam, Mark said. Advent calendar are just for exclusive figs, is what Grumpy said. Yeah, that's a fair point. That's the only reason
Honestly,
a lot of
that's
people end up
true.
buying them.
Yeah.
Iron Man 3 had a bunny Tony gave to Pepper. Or maybe that's it then.
Could be that, too.
I've only seen that one once.
That's what I was thinking of, but
Fair enough.
I was just going to go with what you were saying.
Cool. I appreciate the support. All right, let's talk about the thing we all want to talk about today.
Okay.
Chris, I know you're excited about this. The Marvel CMF Series 2.
Oh yeah, this is better than the first one in my opinion.
I think I agree.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think we're all on the same page
I mean,
there.
the picture here we have up for you is the picture of the boxes. This is the first series to come in boxes.
How do you feel about the boxes, Chris?
I love the boxes. I can't stand people filling up packs, and I mean it defeats the purpose of it for one, and it messes up the packs. As soon as you feel a figure, it messes up the pack. Plus, think about like when you walk in. I'm a kind of a germaphobe, so let's say somebody's felt up all these packs at Walmart, and then you
Yeah.
walk in behind them and start feeling them up. I mean, I don't know. It's just been handled a lot by
Definitely.
somebody.
It's,
So
people have gotten
Yeah,
pretty good at it.
Morgan says people are just going to tear open the boxes. That's one thing that I worry about is at stores where no one's really
Oh, that could be.
supervising.
Yeah.
That could
A
be an
lot of
issue.
those boxes are just going to be hanging empty because people
Yeah.
are going to rip them up. That happened a lot with the video boxes when they first came out. It was a lot easier to just bust that tape. I don't recommend that. Don't do that. So this is the new box. I like feeling them. It's a fun game when you get it and you get it right. But this probably just means we're gonna get more traded in because more people are gonna just have to buy and actually not be able to feel them. So it'll be a real mystery which ones they're getting. So we'll get more traded in, which I think will be great because then people can buy them from us and get the ones they actually want.
So what are we gonna get the most of?
Ooh. Interesting.
Echo.
Let's look at more of these here. Here's a picture of all of them, and they're
or Werewolf by Night. I bet.
Honestly, I kind of feel like the Werewolf by Night is not very good looking.
So
I haven't seen it.
The movie. I can't believe you haven't seen it.
I know you've talked it up quite a bit.
I stumbled on it the night it came out.
I remember that.
I don't even know why. I was just surfing TV and I was like, "What is this?" And I watched it. I was so pleasantly surprised by it. It was awesome.
Yeah, I'm sure it was cool.
But the figure kind of is lame.
Yeah, he's not doing much. I don't really this guy right
that
here.
one, yeah.
And he doesn't really fit into the universe very well.
Yeah,
I agree with Sam. He said we're gonna get a lot of She-Hulks.
Well,
I don't know. She-Hulk.
I feel like
Chris loves
I really
She-Hulk.
liked the She-Hulk series. I thought it was great. It was made for me. I don't think it was made for you guys.
No, I do not want to watch that at all. But the figure is very good, so I don't really see the problem of people not liking that one.
And she's an expensive figure because she's highly sought after because they haven't made her.
That's also true.
There's only one, and
Yeah.
she's like
Yeah.
$70-$80. So this one will really help those people who want that. Here's a picture of all of them. It's not the clearest, but they've all got the accessories. Again, if you look at the Werewolf by Night, all he has is a tile as his accessory. I don't know the significance of the tile, but it's not a great figure. Goliath gotta go. We want Kang. Bayou Bick said.
How about absolute best figure in the set?
My favorite is the Moon Knight. I think he looks awesome, and I really liked the Moon Knight show. The soundtrack was great, the acting was great, the story was good. I think that's the best one out of all these.
Yeah.
What about you, Jacob?
Beast.
The Beast does look awesome.
Wolverine also has a Sentinel head, I think.
Yeah,
Which is super cool. I think that's awesome.
A dead Sentinel head.
Yeah.
So, Wolverine for sure, but they've made Wolverine recently.
Yeah,
that's true.
So
that's why the luster's lost on me.
The luster's lost, exactly. Same thing with She-Hulk. So Beast gets ranked up above those because they haven't made him yet.
Yeah.
And but Moon Knight is definitely my favorite.
He looks so good.
By far and away my favorite.
He has so much printing, side of the leg. He's got the dual molded legs.
I would say after that, Storm. She is.
Yeah.
awesome.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
That's also good, too.
I love that they gave her the white outfit from the old cartoon, and that hair piece is super cool.
Yeah.
It's very unique.
So if, they're coming out with the X-Men 1997, and they're calling it.
Yes.
Because they're rebooting the cartoon.
Yeah, and we're also going to get sets for that as well next year.
Which could be extremely awesome. They brought
One
back,
of them could be the X-Mansion.
This is the series. It went from 1992 to 1997, which was my high school years. Very formidable. I watched the cartoon, at least the early ones. And they're bringing back all the voice actors almost.
Wow.
Almost every single one of them.
That's
which
awesome.
is amazing.
That is really cool. I didn't know that.
I don't recognize any of their names, but
Mark said the accessories are really good. One thing that the Lego group commented is because they're going to be in boxes, they could include more accessories. And we see that on some of these. Like, for example, the Kate Bishop figure looks great. And she's got her quiver, she's got her bow, she's got the pizza box, and the dog. That's a good amount of accessories. Same with the Wolverine. He's got his claws, his hair, and the Sentinel head. So there's more accessories, at least larger accessories as well. So I think that's good that they're including more of those. That I think that's another reason that the Werewolf by Night figure isn't that cool, is he literally only has a tile.
Yeah, definitely compared to
Everyone else with all their
dog.
stuff. Yeah.
yeah, somebody said where's Cyclops? So Cyclops, he's the leader of the X-Men.
Yeah.
That means they're gonna put him in the set.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sure
I think they're coming out with a Blackbird.
There's supposed to be
Jet.
two. We have one of these I wrote down. Yeah, so it's an X-Men Jet, which would be
He'll definitely be in there.
the
The
Blackbird,
Blackbird,
I'm sure.
so-
And that's going to be an $80 set, so we're going to get at least a few different minifigs. And then the X-Mansion as well is rumored to be next year. So that should be some good stuff. So
And then Sam Williamson said Professor X needs to be made. I'm pretty sure I
He'll-
saw a Professor X somewhere, so I think he'll be put in a set
I'm
as
sure
well.
he will be in the X-Mansion. That would just make total sense.
It would be cool if they had a Cerebro build.
Yeah. So Bayou Bricks mentions rumor a buildable Sentinel was not true. Hopefully it becomes a set. Yeah. So there was a rumor that the 3 X-Men figures in this series were each going to have like a part of a minifigure
Oh, that would be so cool.
that was going to be like a Sentinel minifig. But whoever like gave out the rumors totally got it wrong, and it just was the Sentinel head that
Just for
comes
the-
Man,
with the.
that's
the,
a missed opportunity there.
That would have.
is so
I think
cool.
that's something, an idea for later when they do these series is if you put a part in each one of them. They've done that in all kinds
Action
of packs
figures do
before.
that,
Action
yeah.
figures do
Yeah.
it all the time. People go and buy all of them, even though they don't want all of them.
So Lego did it with the mini Star Wars sets. Remember, you could the little mini ships, and you
Yes.
bought those mini
Yeah.
ships, and then you could put together. I think the Y-wing was
It was something, yeah.
the extra build.
Yeah. Got to get the Moon Knights. Yeah, Moon Knight and Mr. Knight both really good. You know, I think the Mr. Knight with the fish tank is really cool that they included that. Then you've got the Hawkeye, which I love the Hawkeye. Him and Kate Bishop have a new bow piece. That's a new mold.
Oh yeah.
So that's pretty
That's
cool.
exciting, actually.
The one figure here that we really don't know much about is the Goliath, who is, I think, supposed to be from season 2 of What If. So this is a
Oh.
figure we haven't seen yet. I love the look of it. I think he looks fantastic.
Apparently, he was a spoiler.
Yeah,
People
I mean,
didn't. He spoiled whatever show it was. No one knew he was going to be in the show, and now they do.
oh,
so-
maybe that's it. But I think he's supposed to be from What If. But what people thought the rumor was going to be, the rumors for a while said we were going to get a Kang, and there was even a leaked picture of a Kang, which could have been real or not. But maybe they replaced him after all the stuff went down with the actor.
It may be in one of the sets.
Exactly. So
That-
we really
yeah.
don't know. But
And I
this
don't
is not
think-
Kang.
I don't think Goliath is coming out in What If. I don't.
You don't think
he's
so?
a real character.
That's the rumors that I've gotten, but that's all
Usually,
I've heard.
What If is like an alternate.
Yes,
character.
yes. But I don't know. We'll see. He does have an Ant-Man micro figure, which is cool. The Agatha Harkness is a good figure as well, because that's one that I think they missed in Series 1. I definitely don't know why they didn't include her,
Yeah,
because she's such a good fig.
there was already a lot of figures from that show.
Yeah, there was 3 others. So I think Monica, we got so many of her traded in because people just didn't know her character as well. And it's like
Yeah.
they introduced her so she could be part of the Marvels. And now she's getting her figures in the Marvels. And Agatha was one that people were like, where's that? We want the villain. So I think she's getting her own show
So there you
as
go.
well. So I think
Yes.
this is going to... I think that's why they might have waited, is because now the hype will build over that as well. The Echo is another one that she was in Hawkeye, but she's getting her own show, and I think this suit is supposed to be from that show.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. And then I think the Kate Bishop and Hawkeye are really good. I think that was a great show. So, I mean, they're all great figs. The Wolverine is super cool, but I've seen so many new Wolverines lately.
I think it would have been a lot cooler without that
Yeah.
mech that just came out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The cheap mag, you can already get the fig for
Mhm.
cheap. He's probably not too much different. And then the Sentinel head really helps him, though. I think that's cool.
Oh yeah, no, that's really cool.
Let's see, I have a picture. Here's all of them lined up with all the accessories and their poses there. So I wonder if they all come with the effect, because only 2 of them are displayed like that.
I'm sure
And a
they-
little extra.
they probably do.
They all did in the last series, so they probably do in this
That's
one.
how that DC series was too. They all had the.
Storm, is that Storm or Beast who has a little accessory there? I don't know what that is. Just some little build.
I think that's actually for Beast. Maybe
Yeah.
it was in the other picture.
I like Beast's X-Men mug. That's cool. And then you can't really see it, but his opposite face. So he has this angry Beast face, but he also has like his glasses on the other side where he's all studious as Beast
Mhm.
is.
No, I'm very excited for that one.
Yeah. Mark said, "Yeah, I wish this was just X-Men and Moon Knight." Well, just get X-Men and Moon Knight then, Mark.
It almost is.
Yeah, Marvel Legends does that, is what Flounder said about the adding a different part. I need more Daredevil minis. Well, they already made one 2 years ago, so I'm not surprised they haven't done one recently.
Before we move off of Marvel,
Uh-huh.
I was playing trivia last night at a local place here, and I always choose, when it's my turn to choose the category, our team's turn,
Yeah.
I always choose comic book heroes and villains,
Mm-hmm.
because a lot of the other people playing are older, and they would not have a clue.
There you go.
They were so hard last night. Let me tell you this question. So, what was in 2000? Danvers, whatever her name is,
Carol Danvers.
Carol Danvers, Captain Marvel, went by another superhero name. She was another superhero into the year 2000, and the clue was they played Bob Marley, Three Little Birds, the song. So it had something to do with a bird.
Yeah.
And we assumed that was the clue.
Yeah.
And it was. But no one got it right. It was so obscure. And it just made me kind of frustrated, you know. It's like, who would know that? Does anybody know?
I don't even know. Yeah.
See if
This
they
is,
know.
yeah.
this
See if
is,
they can-
I'll give you just a minute.
yeah, that's a very crazy question.
Uh,
Yeah.
all right. Yeah, I don't see it coming in. So it was Warbird.
Oh.
Wow. That's interesting.
Who would know that? You know?
I
Who,
would not
who
know
would
that.
want to know that? Like,
Yeah.
that's not... It's Captain Marvel.
Even with a clue, Gabriel just said Warbird, and I think he beat me to it.
Nice.
So he knew.
He
Wow.
might have known that one.
Good job.
Yep.
Yeah.
Who
Yeah.
would know that? Gabriel would know.
Gabriel would.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. We got a lot of stuff to talk about, so we'll... Oh, let me go here. We can talk about what else do we have pictures of here before we just start talking about all the rumors.
We could go ahead and do that.
This is what we have left. This is clear pictures of the new Phase 2 Rex coming in the Venator. And this looks phenomenal. I think he's awesome. What do you guys think?
It kind of speaks for itself, doesn't it?
What else could you do besides give him a cool new redesigned comma?
Yeah,
You
and
know?
that people are complaining about the comma.
Yeah.
I think M&R is still complaining about the helmet holes. He really hates the helmet holes.
You know what we need to invent? Helmet hole fillers.
There you go.
There we go.
We got the collector's
There's
spacer,
an open-
there's a
so
big
we gotta
market.
do that.
We've got the collector's spacer.
Yep. Silly Buddy. That would probably work. Here's a picture of the unique head print. So he's got the little bandage from where they took out the inhibitor chip, which is really cool. And then this is different from the old one, is he actually has arm printing, which looks phenomenal. And he's even got the tally marks on the left arm there.
Yeah, that's definitely the best
So
part.
what does this do to the value of the old Phase 2 Rex?
Nothing. That's my guess. I don't think it changes it because he's coming in an expensive set already. And he is fairly different. You know, the other one has more of the dirt markings and stuff where he's been battle worn, but this one's more just like the clean outfit. So I don't think it does much. Maybe drops it a little.
What it usually does, from what I've seen, it doesn't really drop the price.
Yeah.
But he stops selling.
Yeah, and that's quite
Yeah.
possible.
Yeah.
Now this is another one that I worry that could get overproduced illegally, as we've seen happen a couple times with other figures.
Oh.
And then it's
Oh,
just
yeah.
going to tank the price of it. And then that could affect the price of the other one as well. All right. Well, that's all the pictures we have. But we have gotten so many
This is true.
rumors, which some of them are awesome. Some of them are just like, there's just so much.
Where do you
So,
want to start?
I mean, the first one I wrote down is one I don't really know anything about. It's the Wish movie, which I think it's just a movie that's supposed to be for the 100th anniversary of Disney. And it's a Wish movie set for $50, 509 pieces, October 1st. That's about all I got.
What to say about that one?
Well, let's move on.
Yep. Now, I think the coolest rumor we have is the next one. Jacob, you want to read that off for us?
So, there's going to be a Dune set, apparently,
Yeah.
with about 4 to 5 minifigs,
Mm-hmm.
which would be super cool.
Yeah. The what is it? Ornithopter?
Yeah, it's probably going to be that.
Yeah, and a ton of parts. $13.69.
That's a lot of pieces.
Yeah, and I think around $150 is what the rumors are, and that's November. I mean, that's only like 3 months away.
Yeah, that's going to come up fast.
So that's exciting. That will be a great set.
I think the
mean,
figures in that set will look outstanding.
Yeah, we could
for
get
sure.
some really good stuff. I'm excited for that set. What do you guys think about that? Oh, there's comments.
Jacob's just excited for the Timothy Chalamet figure.
Oh,
Actually,
of
I think
course.
it's Zendaya. I think the Zendaya suit.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, uh-huh.
All
I
of
don't know
them.
if there's a Jason Momoa figure, though.
Actually, that one takes.
I would
the cake.
love a
Yeah.
Jason Momoa
Yeah.
figure. Yeah, Mark, of course, is yelling Dune. He's a big fan. I'm excited for the movie, too.
When is that?
That
In
is
December?
I think it's October or November. So
Okay. I think it's
November. So the
Yeah.
movie and the set will come out about the same time, which is exactly how they should do it. But I'm super excited. Yeah, Orlando said 3D printed helmet hole fillers. There you go. Wish sounds like an instant Walmart sale, Mark said. Very, very fair. Wish.com, Grumpy said. Shy Hulad will rise, Mark said. I long live the fighters. He's just quoting Dune now. T. Valky said Dune will be cool, but I want a Viking set. They are coming out with the one. I don't know if you were here last week, but we talked about the rumor for that. The Viking Village set is, rumored for October, I think, and that's going to be awesome.
Was
That's
that
gonna be
an
great.
idea set?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it
I
was.
remember seeing that.
So that's going to be great. Orlando said, I wish I knew what Dune was. I think that's Corey. Come on, Corey. What are you doing, man?
What are you doing?
You got to watch that.
What are
It's
you,
so
Corey?
good.
What are you doing? Gosh.
I hope you're working. Whoa.
What is this one?
I'm sure Corey is working hard.
Oh,
Okay.
Without,
he's
you
not.
know,
He's not Joey.
Without
and
Joey
Joey's not there to distract
he's
him.
got twice as much work to do.
That's right.
You know.
And less distraction. Oh yeah, this is another exciting one. The Clone versus Droid set, which is going to be a $30 set, which is January 1st, and a rumored 10 minifigures
Holy cow.
because there will be battle droids,
Yeah.
which are pretty cheap. I think 1 or 2 clones and super battle droids, but which they haven't made super battle droids in I think like 10 years. Maybe not quite that long, but it's been at least 5. I feel like
Yeah,
it's been a while. It's been a while. I feel like so maybe we'll get a new mold for that. But
maybe.
215 parts, it's gonna be, if that rumor is all correct, that's gonna be a great set. But
Yeah, people
especially if we
like
get a
that.
different clone legion than we haven't gotten before, that's always awesome. Which they've started doing more
We'll
often.
see.
So
We'll see.
you never know. That's an exciting one. New Dune is much easier to watch. Mark said, "Yeah, don't watch old Dune.
Yes, do watch Old Dune.
Actually,
It is
you
awesome.
should
I
because
was-
then you will love the new one even
I was gonna say
more.
you definitely should.
You know what? I actually was disappointed. I didn't see stuff in the new one that was in the original. The original is awesome. It's creepy,
It's so strange.
It's
I think
creepy.
creepy is a good word for
It's
it.
very strange.
Yeah.
and that creep factor has a lot of good qualities to it, especially Sting. Sting's in it.
Sting.
He is. Yeah, he is.
The musician.
I forgot who. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I feel like you told
I
me.
In
forgot what-
fact, he was one of the princes, the Hakarian princes,
Yeah.
and I think his character Fade is gonna be.
Oh,
in
that's who
the-
it was. Fade. Fade
He
is going to
wasn't
be in
in the
part
first
2.
Dune, but he'll
He's
be in the
already in the
second one,
trailer. Yeah.
Yeah.
He looks very creepy. Skeleton Crew. That's another one. This is the show. I don't know when it's coming out. Everything's kind of getting pushed around at this point, but this set's again another January 1st. It's the Skeleton Crew ship for $140 and 1,300 parts, so about right for the price point.
I mean, that's a lot of pieces.
I don't really know what figures we'll get because I don't know who the Skeleton Crew is. I don't think really anyone does at this point.
What ship is that?
It's just the Skeleton Crew. We don't have any pictures. It's just the
What
name.
theme is it?
It's Star Wars.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's one of the new shows. Now, there's some exciting rumors. We'll just keep going, chugging along because we have a lot to talk about. MIDI scale is making a bigger return. So we got that
That's exciting.
Executor, and everyone loved it, right? They were like, finally, MIDI scale. It's been so long. But no one expected more. But we got 2 more rumors, which is March 1st for both these. And it's a MIDI scale Falcon, which they've done before, but it'll be nice to have a remake
Yeah,
of that
that's
one.
gonna look great.
And then the Tantive 4, which will be a good one as well. So it's... Go ahead.
You know, they're coming out with the mini scale stuff for a few reasons, apparently. The price of the big scale stuff is too expensive,
Yeah.
the UCS stuff. And then people don't have the space for the big stuff.
Exactly.
Who's going to put the UCS Star Destroyer in their office? It's just ridiculous amount
Yeah.
of space. Whereas
is.
you could put the Super Star Destroyer MIDI scale one and it looks awesome on your shelf.
Yeah.
We're getting in a lot of UCS sets, and we don't have a place to put them.
They're so big. They look great.
They're so big, and that's
But they're-
everybody's excuse for trading it in is they're just too big.
Yeah.
So not only are they a better price point,
Mhm.
but they're better for display because they're smaller.
Especially if they do
Yeah.
like what they did with the Executor, giving it that little stand and the plaque. It looks super cool. You put those all up in a line that takes up the same amount of space as that Star Destroyer, and it's gonna look 20 times better. So I definitely think it's good that they're bringing that back. And $80 instead of $800, like
They
It's not even-
also,
yeah,
Lego
it's not
knows
fair.
that their target market for those sets is the displayers,
Yeah.
the older
Oh, yeah,
people.
absolutely.
And so apparently they're coming out with more original trilogy sets, like the Millennium Falcon
and the Tantive, yeah.
Yeah.
because they know who's buying their sets.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
And then we already talked about Grogu's Escape. There's another buildable R2D2 coming, but instead of like the last one is $240, this one's only $100. It's gonna be a lot smaller. I just don't really see the point of this. It's just
Could
another
be-
one.
Yeah, we'll have to see about that one.
Yeah, I mean it's gonna be a lot smaller. Just it's not exciting because we've gotten so many of them. Now we do have another exciting buildable one, and it's the Droideka, and we haven't got one of those since that Technic one that's really old and really cool. So a $70 set, May 1st, Droideka buildable. That's gonna be
That's
great, right? I
interesting.
mean, I'm excited for that.
Huh.
I think Droidekas are the coolest droid, in my opinion.
Yeah.
They
They're
they're a
up
lot
there for
cooler.
sure.
Yeah,
I wonder. Man, I don't know what they're gonna do for that one.
I know.
That'll be interesting.
Wonder if it'll be more Technic based or actually more buildable. Obviously, I'm sure they'll use some.
Yeah.
Did y'all talk about Space Collectible Series? We did not yet for Zoom. That's what I
yet.
saw this morning. But
Yeah.
we can talk about that now. I saw that
Yeah.
this morning.
We can go ahead
You
and
know,
talk about
obviously, Series 25 is coming in January, but then there was another one that was like May or something,
spring.
and it just said space.
Yeah, that's what they're calling it. I feel like we either talked about this at one point or we heard some type of rumor at one point where they're coming out with a CMF series just on space.
Yeah.
And it might be from previous themes. So you're going to have a Blacktron figure in there.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody else, if Zoom has more details or not, but what I remember talking about at some point was, you know, a Blacktron guy, an M-Tron guy, you know, you get a
Yeah.
new rebooted guy from each
Exactly.
of the series. I don't know if we just said, hey, this would be cool, or if we actually heard
I
it
think
might be a
I think
thing.
we straight up were just like this would be cool because we were talking about how they put the purple spaceman parts
Yeah.
in that
In the
Lunar New Year set.
Yep.
And now they're actually gonna make some stuff. So it would be really cool to get again more classic space guys in a different color because that's always a thing for the collectors.
Yes.
As Fazum is over here yelling space, 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 space. I would buy the slap out of that. Just give me a box. Yeah, he's a bit excited. And Mark said, "Yeah, I've heard about this."
But back to the original space. So there are a lot more Star Wars
Yes.
sets
Yeah. Mhm.
coming.
So sorry, Fazum. We're gonna move on to the cooler space stuff now.
So it's the 2024 is the 25th anniversary of Phantom Menace.
Yeah, that's true.
And they're doing a lot. Lego's doing a lot for that.
Really?
That is true. I know one set at least that they're doing that we've got rumors of, and that's one of the new dioramas, which is going to be the Bonta Eve diorama, which is the pod racing area.
Yeah.
So that'll probably be like the
Is that gonna
trench
be
run.
Yeah.
So it'll probably be that like micro scale, and you'll have several pod race, and then like a wall with the crowd and stuff.
That's gonna be
That,
cooler than the
that's
trench
gonna be
run.
cool. Yeah. Oh, 10 times better than the
Yeah.
trench run.
Speaking of the
Yeah,
pod
there you
racing,
go.
we Ed is building this set tomorrow night on the Joy of Building at
6:30
6:30 Eastern time, and Ed actually Watto was based on Ed.
That is
Yes.
can confirm this is
Yeah.
true.
Ed actually is excited to talk like Watto.
It'll be
which would
very
his normal
entertaining.
voice.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
just has to talk.
And this is right up Ed's alley. I mean, this is awesome. So we're gonna have fun tomorrow night. There are other 25th anniversary sets too.
Yeah, I'm sure there's other ones. I didn't see any other ones. Now, another
I mean-
diorama set they were getting is one that I'm shocked they haven't made yet, and it's the Tantive 4 boarding diorama, which is obviously going to be the scene where Darth Vader busts up in the Tantive,
Yeah.
starts
Starts-
just whacking down the rebels, which is pretty gruesome, but I mean it's fantasy, so it's fine.
I know Mark is hoping for another Jar Jar.
Obviously.
And here's my
sure.
prediction. Here's my prediction.
Buildable Jar Jar.
No. We see a Queen Amidala.
Oh.
That's a rough one, but what's a figure that we haven't gotten?
From just
Phantom Menace. The Gungan leader. That would be cool.
Yeah, we
That's
haven't.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be cool actually.
So another thing is if we get one of the Naboo like cruiser ships, the big sleek chrome ones. Obviously it wouldn't be chrome, but they could do metallics.
It won't be chrome.
They could
but
do the
it'll still be
metallic
cool.
silver, and it would be awesome. But we have never gotten one. The best we've gotten is just the N1 Starfighters. Daniel's yelling about Citron because he wants the Citron alien to be in the space one. He said he'll start a riot if there isn't one.
That would be super cool.
It would be awesome, yeah. Walking Down the Rebels opened for Sticks in 1987. I don't know what he's talking
That was a band, I guess.
I guess. I don't know.
Whacking down.
Yeah, there you go. Darth Jar Jar is what Mark wants. So yeah, I didn't think about it being the 25th anniversary of Phantom Menace, but we could get some cool
So
stuff.
we're probably
for sure.
going to see a lot of
Yeah.
I guess that's why there's a Droideka.
That's true. The Droideka makes sense too. Then we got another of that Young Jedi show on Disney Plus set,
yeah.
Crimson Firehawk.
I
Is
haven't
that
seen
any good?
It's a
I
4
haven't
plus set. It's an animated like totally a kid show. It's like Spidey and his Amazing Friends style. And that's it's a 4 plus set, so it's 136 parts for $50 because that's just what they do
painful.
with 4 plus sets. So I guess maybe that'll be cool, but it won't. I think that's all we have for Star Wars rumors right now. Oh no, there's another one. There's the UCS set for May the 4th, I guess, even though it's May 1st when it's supposed to come out, I think. And it's one they've done before, but it's one they should remake, and it's the UCS TIE Interceptor, which is a fantastic ship. They just made that small one in the Mandalorian set.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
So I think this is one that they definitely needed to do, and I'm glad they did it. So it would have been cool if it was something from the Phantom Menace, obviously, but you know how they are with that. They always want to do something that's from
And
the
who's to say
original
they
trilogy.
won't?
Exactly.
They
We could-
might, towards
maybe
the end of the
later
year.
in the year, the
Yeah.
big set is like a Naboo palace. Saying
We'll
that
have to find out. I
sounds
guess.
really cool, actually.
Yeah.
That would be so sick. But we'll see. We'll see. Star Wars.
We could talk about
I think we're done with Star Wars.
Yeah, it looks
this.
like all of it.
maybe.
The Tantive.
No,
Oh yeah, so this is a cool one. You go ahead with this because I know you're excited about that.
a little. I think this is gonna be cool. So it's Magisto promo. So it's gonna be for Black Friday.
Yeah,
apparently.
that's what I've seen.
And if you don't know who that is, it's gonna be like it's the Castle Wizard guy.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, probably
Blue Wizard.
probably
Mhm.
a remake of his little area.
You've probably seen
Yeah.
him somewhere. Yeah.
Mark's probably excited about that one because at first, when we first heard the rumors for it, it was like July is when people said it was could be the promo, and it wasn't. So people were like, "Well, maybe it's just not real." But it actually sounds like it just got pushed, or people just got it wrong.
I heard about that like ahead of the
Yeah.
El Dorado set.
Exactly, and people thought maybe
Yeah.
it'd come with that, but
Mhm.
yeah, Mark's excited. He's yelling Majesto over
Yeah.
here. Pent Up Bricking said, I would like to Lego do updates, remakes on vintage Castle Space, and of course my new favorite pirates.
Yeah.
It's really nice whenever they do stuff
They're
like that.
definitely
Which this is one of those.
They're definitely starting to do that more.
Yeah, they're always
Yeah.
nicer. So I think that's all we've got for promos. But then there's a ton of Marvel rumors as well that I had written down last night. Some
I'm sure you know
wonderful
about it.
stuff. We'll just run these off. There's a Venom and War Machine mech, so more mechs. And some of them, like the Venom one, I'm not excited about. War Machine could be cool if we get a new War Machine that looks good. But
It
that's
probably
all the
will
mechs
be.
are good for, in my opinion, are the exclusive figures they get sometimes.
Yeah.
So those are gonna be $15 each.
It's just a
Another
Marvel
one is
mech.
just called Doc Ock and Venom for $10.99. So it could just be like a little dual set. I don't really know what's up with that, but
Huh.
it could be great figures. It could just be
Interesting.
a weird little battle pack kind of thing,
It's a weird price. I wonder if it's one of those
like
packs.
micro fighter
no,
things.
No, like the do you remember the pack with the Venom figures?
Oh, like those.
Could be
Yeah,
that.
maybe. I don't
Maybe.
We've got a couple cool Guardians of the Galaxy sets. So Rocket's Warbird for $35. So not a big set, but we could get a nice little.
It's kind of lame looking to me, honestly, because it looks like a microfighter maybe.
So the pictures that you probably saw is actually the Comic-Con one that they did when that movie first came out.
We haven't seen pictures.
So we haven't got
yet.
pictures of
Okay,
that yet.
good.
So hopefully it'll look better than that one because that one is not the best looking.
Yeah.
And it should be bigger than that. Spider-Man's car, because Spider-Man needs a vehicle to drive around in.
Didn't
Right.
they already give him one?
That he's gotten cars, he's gotten
the
monster
Morbius.
trucks.
Didn't Morbius
That's
have a
that's
Spider-Man
Miles
car?
Morales' car.
Oh.
Yeah. So this is gonna be so they can drag race together.
I guess so.
But it's supposed to come with the Venom and Green Goblin fig, so that's 3 figs for $30. So
That could be good.
could be
If
could be not.
if those are different.
Yeah, exactly.
And then
Now
have
this
the
one
women.
is exciting. A No Way Home set, and some of them have said No Way Home expansion set, so maybe it can kind of go beside the Statue of Liberty that just came out. But it's supposed to come with a Spider-Man, Venom, or no, I read the wrong thing. Spider-Man and then Lizard, which will be good because he's not in the other set, and then a buildable Sandman. So I mean that kind of completes the set from those waves.
That is cool.
Yeah. The X-Men jet we mentioned, that's
Yeah.
supposed to be $80, so that'll probably have some good figs. And then
I'm sure that will be very
X-Mansion, I don't know when that's supposed to come out, but that could be really cool as well. A buildable rocket for $55, so that's going to be probably similar to the Groot, which could look really cute or really horrifying.
Could go either way.
I bet they can nail that. It's not a human, so they can usually do pretty good on animals and
Yeah,
fantasy
that's
creatures.
fair.
Except for
Chewie.
Chewie. Yep.
That's rough. I'm sure you talked about
and
that
then
last
I know
time.
you guys are all excited about more buildable figures like that. All those the tall ones like the Iron Man, the Spider-Man. They're all right, but they're not good. Green Goblin, $35.
I don't love the buildable figures, but
He could be cool.
he's gonna look cool.
Because I think they said it's going to be labeled under No Way Home, but it'll be his original suit with the glider.
Okay.
So that one could be
that
good.
could be cool.
Sam Wilson, Captain America, buildable figure. Again, I just don't get
He's
why
gonna
they're
have
doing,
wings probably.
which could be cool. And then another Spider-Man. We don't know what suit, but another Spider-Man. Buildable figures are not that good. And then there's just a
Yeah.
rumor for a Captain America 4 set.
Brave New World.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the name
Is
of
that
the
the name
movie.
of it?
And it's a $50 set, so it could be good with some good figures. Might be the only one we get.
Which we saw. I don't. Have you guys been by Trilith and seen them filming?
No,
No,
I don't
They're-
go that
they're
way very
outside.
often.
They're outside filming over there.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Toa Garrett said super hype for Jestro's tower from Nexo Knight's gift with purchase. Yeah, that's gonna happen. Yeah.
In your dreams.
Tell Mark that one.
Yeah.
And then the last rumor I have written down was a buildable Stitch, which I only saw like one person post, so maybe that's fake, but it's a rumor. We're
that's
talking
not
about rumors here,
surprising.
guys. But a buildable Stitch would be pretty awesome. I mean, that could look really good.
I definitely believe that one. I can see that.
Well, I pulled up an Instagram and there's more stuff, some Christmas stuff, like a Christmas nutcracker, another nutcracker, which is
Gingerbread ornaments.
the gingerbread ornaments as well. So there's a lot of stuff getting leaked out there right now,
Yeah, that was a lot of stuff.
and even more lists have come out. I'm not gonna read them all off, but there's a whole city wave.
What's kind of cool
Oh,
is Have
yeah.
you guys talked about the Palace of Agrabah yet?
No, we didn't. I forgot about that one.
That's a Disney
Yeah.
set.
Which is
and
a cool-
It's supposed to come with a minifigure, one of those mini, kind of like the mini Disney castle.
Oh, that would be cool.
And it's going to come with a minifigure, which they assume is going to be Aladdin.
That would be good.
Yeah, that's actually.
Yeah, that could be a cool set. I hope it's based off of the movie. The new one.
The new. I was
yeah.
gonna say which.
The live action one.
There's a Harry Potter video game coming out
Okay.
Oh, is
that
there?
they're working on. Well, it's a rumor, but
Oh.
it's probably true.
That's probably.
Yeah,
gonna
there's
take
a
while.
there's a lot of lists. There's a lot of them are just at this point set numbers, prices, and pieces. So we don't really want to talk about those until there's actually cool stuff. But there's some Ninjago sets.
That's true.
Some more of the what is it? Dragons Rising season 2 probably
Yeah, whatever
this
they're
time.
calling that new.
So there's some more sets like Dragonstone Temple for $120. That could be cool, but I'm not really going to care about these until we actually start seeing pictures. There's something that's interesting. They're doing mechs. There's Jay's Battle Mech, Cole's Earth Mech, Sora's Tech Mech, and we've gotten all kinds of mechs before in Ninjago, and usually they're cool, but these could be those lame mechs as well. So
How many pieces?
they're about 200 or so.
So they're probably going to be.
They're like 20 bucks,
yeah.
Except Kai's, which is more parts than 30 bucks, because he's special.
Because he's the best.
That's debatable.
Mm.
I think you're just wrong. So a lot of lists. I don't really feel like reading them all off. If you want to find them, they're all on Instagram. But once we start getting better pictures and more cool rumors, we'll talk about those. Is there anything else we haven't talked about that y'all can think of?
Yeah, last Friday the Beanie Bubble came out, and there was like a Lego booth in the movie,
That's true.
and it was our booth. We set it up, and here's a prop from that booth.
There you go.
Here. This is a fake Lego box they remade. For the
It's
movie.
not real. It's
Yeah,
looks great.
it's real Lego in it. They made it and sealed it up, and it's just so cool.
Wow, how'd they do
Isn't
that?
that neat?
They added what?
Yeah, they
impressive.
scanned a real Lego box at 517, I think. They scanned it in and printed it on their movie making.
And like, you
magic
can
equipment.
look at it and kind of tell.
Yeah,
but at
but
the
like
same time, it looks
that
so
part is
good.
impressive.
A prop maker made it. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. That's cool.
And then we got some other ones that don't have the window, and they're filled with like paper and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. San Diego Comic Con was this past weekend, and the Lego booth was set up like a Blockbuster video store. It was called Brickbuster, and
Yep.
it's actually pretty cool. If you haven't seen pictures of it, you should check it out online. And we got some items from it. They came out with a Captain America pin, Sonic the Hedgehog pin, and this other pin. It's Luke and Leia on a speeder bike
Oh yeah.
on Endor.
I don't
And
like that because
terrible.
it's like it's such a small it's such a small pin for what they tried to put on it.
It had to be bigger, yeah.
It need
It's
to be one
too much
minifigure,
detail
yeah.
crammed into one thing.
Like the
But
Captain America looks awesome.
they made a mistake with that, but that's interesting because they probably just didn't have time to
Yeah.
go back and fix it or something.
Yeah, that's true.
And then they gave out the little membership cards that are
Mm-hmm.
in the back behind those. They also made a Brickbuster video pin, which that seems to be the expensive exclusive
I was going
one.
to say
Yeah,
that
that's
looks like
actually
it was
cooler,
probably
It's
yeah.
harder to get than
Mhm.
the other pins. And then they made minifigures. So it was like a build your own minifigure booth, I guess.
Yeah.
And it says be kind, rewind.
Mm-hmm.
on
So
it.
they're all however you wanted to build yours. The torso is the thing that's exclusive.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So we'll see what the price of those does. They are Comic Con exclusive
Yeah.
items, I'm assuming. But it's a little too early to tell right now.
Yeah. So if you want them, we got them,
Yeah.
and we're gonna put these out for sale. So keep your eyes out for those. Any other store news we got?
We do, yeah. Tampa, Brick Fair, Virginia's this weekend.
Yep.
We're going to have a booth
Yeah.
there. Vogan and Joey are going to be there running it.
Yep.
We've got new items there. Our new building kits are there. Our collector spacers are there. We've got a lot of new t-shirt designs there, which are really, really cool. So if you're going there, let us know and we'll keep an eye out for you. I am not going, but Mark, Steven, Daniel, and
Garrett.
Garrett are also going
Yeah,
to be
there's
there.
a lot
They're already
Yeah.
they're already there.
Yeah, it actually starts today. The
Yeah, I think
convention
so.
does start today. And then in 2 weeks, we've got another convention. It's the Tampa Bay Brick Fest.
Yep.
Brick Fan Fest. And that's put on by the same group that does the Atlanta Brick Con.
Oh, nice.
And it's going to be a good convention. A lot of people are going to go to it, and it'll probably be the best convention they've ever had in Florida. Our Orlando Brick Co. will have a lot of employees there. And we're going to have an exclusive set there to go along with the convention.
It's gonna be cool.
Yeah. Let's see. I've got. Oh, this is big news.
Right.
I like to follow the Lego Ideas supporters to see
Uh-huh.
what could be potential Lego Ideas sets
Yeah.
in the future. The Taylor Swift Lover House.
Yeah, that's one that got approved, right?
It hit 10,000 supporters. I don't know if it got
I thought it
approved or
actually
not.
got approved. I could be
Yeah.
wrong.
Did it?
I think
No.
it did.
Yeah, Jacob's all over this because he's like one of the biggest Swifties.
I mean,
there
like
is.
he's right under Grant.
Yeah.
Like right under Grant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong, but I feel like that was one that they actually said we're gonna make a set of, and
It looks kind of like a dollhouse. I don't understand.
I
what
think it's
Lover House means.
from.
I think that's the name of the
I think
album.
Caitlin explained it when she was here, and it was an album, and that was the cover. I think.
Do you think they're gonna make that in Virginia because at their new
That would-
factory
that would
because
make more
Virginia is
sense.
the Lovers?
That would
Yeah.
make a lot more sense. So we
Yeah.
probably won't see the set till they open.
Yeah,
that
maybe
factory.
Yeah.
maybe they can stop by while they're up there.
Maybe.
You know?
Yeah.
You know, they talked about it. Mark and Garrett and
Talked
Daniel
about going by.
and Steven talked about stopping by there.
Maybe
Hopefully
they
they do and they take pictures. But it is kind of like out in the middle of nowhere.
Which makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. I know there's one more thing here. We talked about that. The Tantive Hallway diorama.
Yeah, that we talked about that. That's
Okay.
awesome.
And then I talked about these older kits. That's it. That's all I got.
Cool. Yeah, I think that's about it for today. I mean, we spent a good amount of
There
time.
was a lot of stuff.
We spent a whole hour on this, and usually we don't make it but 30 minutes. So a lot of stuff to talk about, and there was more to talk about. So if you want to go find out all the lists that are coming out, you can find them. But that's everything cool coming out. And if you have any other questions for us, just email us, and I guess we'll see you next week. Unless you
guess
tune in
so.
tomorrow
To the Joy Building. It's going to be
Yes.
hysterical.
It is going to be quite
Absolutely
entertaining.
awesome. And then Friday, Mark is live streaming for the store
That's
tour.
right.
He's going to do it from Brick Fair, Virginia.
Yeah.
And
So
that's going to be
so
really
that'll be cool.
Anytime it's at a convention, there's
Yeah.
so many cool things to see. So you guys should definitely tune into that. Well, Finnick said, I don't think they approved that set yet, but it would be cool. Okay, there
Yeah.
you go. So, yep, see ya. Dumb noob out is what Morgan said. There you go. Alrighty, we will see y'all later. Bye.